We're live there. We're live there.
Oh my gosh.
All right, this is somewhat experimental, but still going to be good stuff. So I'm getting my wired mic on here for podcast episode number
43.
This is actually going to be double duty, this podcast. Episode number 43 on the wellness and weight loss for women. We got to actually hit record here, so here we go. All right, we are recording both audio and on video now. And we're starting this off live in two groups. The official worldwide SCULPTAFIT Club community, fitness community, and where's that?
SCULPTAFIT Facebook page.
Private or public?
Public.
Public
If
SCULPTAFIT
I
local page.
Did it right.
If you did it right. So we're going to find out later.
Yeah.
We're recording via laptop because I lost my logins for the iPad recording tool for the podcast, the audio cast. And this is double duty. Episode number 43 for the wellness and weight loss for women and men podcast and video show. Plus, this episode, probably like a lot of others coming up, are also going to serve up on the Fitness Whisperer podcast because the content is so good that more and more people need to hear it. And you'll see why once we get into it. So before we get into conquering the brutal fitness and diet roller coaster of life, what announcements do we have to share for anybody new here, just tuning in, whether it's live or after the fact on the replay on YouTube or from the podcast feed? Anybody new? And they go, oh, these guys are great. Like, I love what they're talking about. I can't wait for more. I want to follow them. What should they do?
So, first off, hello, welcome.
Welcome.
Do we announce ourselves?
Joey Atlas, in case you're new here, and
Nick Doherty. Hello. So, if you are brand new and want freebies and samples of what we do in studio, online, anywhere, fitnesstraining.live is where you're going to go.
lots of good freebies, great place to start. And anything we put out new for free, whether it's a YouTube video, a podcast episode, free tip sheet, off-the-cuff recipe video, fitnesstraining.live, not .com live, .live, fitnesstraining.live will take you to a page where you just enter your name and email address. You'll get an email from us with some starting freebies, lots of other good stuff, and you won't miss anything that we put out. And that's your entryway into our world that will expose you to everything else we offer, both local and especially long distance as well, which we do a lot of.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty much it for that, right?
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so getting into our topic today, where does this come from? Where does conquering the brutal fitness and diet roller coaster of life come into play here? It's something we deal with all the time.
All the time.
Most of our clients have and or are dealing with that challenge. It's overcoming and getting a handle on managing this fitness, weight loss, diet roller coaster of life. So we got several reflections from remote coaching clients in the last few weeks. So anytime somebody does a remote coaching program with myself or one of the other coaches on the team, at some point, sometimes it's 1 month in, for some people it's 2 months in, depending on progress and the mindset shift, we have them do an early stage reflection letter. That reflection letter allows that client to look back from where they started, where they were before they actually started, and reflect on all the changes and progress that have happened to them, not just physically, but more so mentally and spiritually, as they've worked with us for several weeks, at minimum of 4 weeks, sometimes up to 8 for when we ask for that reflection letter. So what comes out in these reflection letters, if you've tuned into past episodes, you know exactly what we're talking about. But if you're new or you've missed some of the past ones, we share these from clients who allow us to share them publicly. We share these so that you can get the insights and the breakthroughs that these people are experiencing and what's causing those breakthroughs and big wins for these people who have not been successful in the past. So we share them so that you could take them, make them your own, and implement them and achieve the same kind of success, or realize that, you know what, that's what I need.
Yep.
That's what I need to experience, and I need the help to get me there. That's where we come in. But you have to understand what's possible first, and there are so many variations of this. There are overriding themes, very similar, yes, but every specific person has their own version of this, their own little nuances, their own little details of life that are unique to them, but still the lessons are the same. We still have to conquer the same things that are holding them back in their own unique life. So, we're going to share Susan C's 1 month reflection letter today, and then we're going to talk about some of the gold that has come through in this. We're only going to do one today. We've got others, but we're going to save them for future episodes so that we don't overwhelm you, and you could take from this one, and everybody who's tuning in right now, even you, will be able to learn something from this and make it your own, and make your journey easier, better, and more rewarding.
Susan C.
Susan C, here we go. Now this, I turned into an email newsletter that went out.
Okay.
Got a lot of people responding to that. Got a few people who emailed back and said, I need this. How can I sign up for the program that Susan C is on with you guys? That's our private remote coaching program. If you want to explore that as you're listening to this, reach out to us, right? So SCULPTAFIT.com, or go sign up for the freebies we shared with you. You'll be able to respond to that email, come to the website, come to the Facebook page, and get in touch with us. Fill out a contact form somewhere. You'll find ways to get, multiple ways to get in touch with us. And it'll either come to Nikki, possibly Corinne, maybe me, or one of the other members of the team who are helping manage the incoming messages and emails and direct messaging. Here we go. Keep that in mind as you listen to this. My 1 month reflection of my personal coaching progress. Most of my life I've been overweight, and my nutritional intake has always been lots of fast food and anything bad for you. I've been on every fad diet that is out there. I've ordered every quick fix super pill, exercise routine, exercise equipment, you name it, I've had it at one point or another. My weight has been a roller coaster over the years. Several years ago, while looking for the newest next best thing, I stumbled onto a Joey Atlas podcast episode, and I watched beginning to end. It wasn't just me. I think you were on this one. We're going to get to it. It was all about his newest program at the time, the Ultimate Leg, Butt, Hip, and Thigh Makeover, which is still one of our top-selling programs and one of the ways women find their entry point into our world, believe it or not.
It's a great program.
It's a great program. I even use it myself for my lower body, right? We use it as training in here for all of our clients and our remote clients as well. So doing what I normally do, of course, I ordered that program because it sounded really, really good. It arrived, and in my usual fashion, I did it for a couple of weeks, and wow, yes, it was amazing. But then my own mind took over, and I quit, and I went right back to my old bad habits. Listen to that. She had a great program in her hands, and she knew it. She felt it. But then she quit and went right back to her old bad habits. There's a lesson here we're going to talk about. The program was, and still is, excellent, different, and powerful for sure, but I was my own enemy this time. Mindset issues, yes, I just quit again. But I was still receiving great email updates from Joey and the team. I just didn't give them much thought. This cycle has gone on for years. Sound familiar? Lose a few pounds, gain more. Lose a few, gain a few more, and on and on and on. Finally, in July of 2019, I decided enough is enough. I began walking daily, 20 minutes to start, and changed up my nutrition approach to exclude most of the heavy processed carbohydrates I realized I was eating. Then walking became easier, and I added another 20-minute walking session in the day. I did begin to lose weight. By October or November, I had lost 30 pounds. That's initiative right there. She decided enough was enough. This is before even getting going with us. Then, one of my sons, who is very into fitness, I have no idea where he got that from, told me I needed to start doing some resistance bands and some weight training, resistance training. So he gave me a few things to do, and I was accomplishing them. Periodically over the next few months, doing these things on my own, I injured myself here or there and had to scale back what I was doing until I was feeling better from that injury. I would start to slack off, and because that's what I'd always done before, I made myself go back though, because I wasn't going to let myself backslide completely this time. I kept trying to go back. One afternoon, because I started tuning in now, I saw a video podcast from Joey and Nikki about body recomposition. It's a good episode. If you haven't seen or heard the body recomposition episode, scroll back to wherever you're watching this or go to our main YouTube channel or podcast feed and go watch or listen to that episode. It is a good one, a very good one. So good, here's what it did for Susan. I felt like they were talking directly to me in that episode. I even sent that one to my son, who said the very same thing. The same day, I reached out to Joey via email. We soon had a phone consult, and he gave me a couple of options. I decided to go for the custom long-distance one-on-one coaching plan. Well, we are in month number 2 as I write this, and I am feeling so good right now. I'm toning up, gaining strength, I have more energy, and I'm doing things I never thought possible. Doing things I never thought possible. And she's beyond middle age. She's not in her late 20s or early 30s, okay? Over the last month working with Joey, I have realized how deconditioned I actually was. I'm exercising muscles that had never been used properly before. And I may feel some tweaks or twinges in those areas, but Joey gives me stretches or specific exercises to heal and strengthen those very weakened areas. And we are able to keep pressing forward, making progress. When you realize this isn't just about how you look, but actually about your health, your energy, your vitality, your life, it takes on a whole new meaning. And you want to make the best of all those things as well, not just your weight or how you look. Joey is always encouraging, upbeat, and knows exactly how to positively guide me on the fitness training schedule, my daily nutrition, and also my overall mindset. This is where some of the magic is. Listen closely. His style of holding me accountable is gentle, fun, yet incredibly effective. We do that as a team. Everybody on the team has the same methodology. There hasn't been a situation we haven't been able to navigate together so that I stay on track naturally and successfully. All the fitness training sessions are handpicked for me right from the Total Access Video on Demand portal and structured in progressive phases. Right now we are in phase 2. And the programs are like no other. Joey and his team teach a very gentle but incredibly effective form of fitness training that I've never seen or experienced before. And I really like that. Learning how to do it myself for the long term is going to prove priceless, really. He has also pointed me in the right direction of eating even better foods to eat than what I had been eating before on my own little weight loss phase. I was making better choices on my own, but there are things that Joey knows and shares along the way that take things to a whole new level. And we should be able to do that. That's our life. That's our background. That's what we've been trained in. I had been of the notion that less food is better. You know, that old dieting mentality. Ugh, she says. But I'm eating more now. And it's good, delicious food while still maintaining my weight loss and body recomposition. She talks about good, delicious food because we have actual recipe videos to show you how easy it is to make healthy, body composition changing foods that taste awesome, that you crave and look forward to every day. That is possible. I'm so thankful that I saw the body recomposition video and then took the leap to start a personal coaching program with Joey, even though I had some of his programs from years past. I would absolutely encourage anyone who struggles like I used to reach out to Joey and his team to explore a personal coaching plan with one of them. They have a very doable and unique system that is simple but incredibly effective, even for the busiest of people. We're talking to most people there, aren't we? It can be the difference between getting this health and fitness stuff figured out once and for all, or continuing the same awful dead-end cycles for the rest of your life. Life is too precious to waste it. Make the most of it by getting your mind, body, and spirit in a place of strength. It truly feels incredible and empowering to be on the positive side of this equation now, and I'm looking forward to even more progress. Thankful, Susan C. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
Now, is there not gold in there?
There is so much gold in there.
What jumps out at you?
So I love that she recognized, first, that she was eating unhealthy. Then she decided to make that transition for herself on, okay, walking 20 minutes a day. Because a lot of times people don't even get to that point. They go, it's too overwhelming, I can't do it, I have to do everything. So she broke it down, 20 minutes of walking a day. She started feeling better. And she recognized in herself, I have a great program, but I'm not sticking to it. I need help. And a lot of people don't get there either. And I love these stories, and I love that you share their reflection, because it's someone that felt hopeless or felt like they didn't have, they're looking for something that they haven't found. And now we're listening to these stories of she's in love too, and she sees the other side, and she's helping people and living it and feeling, and you can even tell she's less stressed, she's calm. Like throughout that letter, she understands and is excited for the future in a short amount of time.
Yeah, good insights there. If you remember, she said, I quit again in the past. Okay? One of the things we teach is to become aware of the things that make you quit in the first place. Yes, our style of training is much gentler, much easier, more enjoyable, and super effective, too. You're not losing anything, you're gaining. The nutrition part, it's not a diet, it's not a fad, trendy, extreme way of eating. None of this crazy stuff that's out there in the mainstream, the generic markets. It's a very doable, repeatable, sustainable, enjoyable way of eating that nourishes the body, mind, and spirit, and takes away your anxieties of dieting, takes away the internal struggle, right? What we've done here, and what we do for everybody, is we remove the confusion, we negate the frustration, we remove this anxiety. People who are on diets and trying to get in shape, they're always anxious because when you leave the house, you don't know what you're going to experience out there that's going to throw you off or tempt you, or you're going to be with friends that want you to eat and drink. And then when you come home, if you have kids or a spouse or partner who's not on the program, they have garbage around the house that's tempting you to want to go eat it and throw you off the program. We help people conquer these things, literally negate them, make them non-factors, so that not only does that person not want to quit, they want to keep going because they've discovered the easiest way possible to awesome results. They feel incredible, doing things I never thought possible. When you start doing things you never thought possible, it's way easier to bypass the Oreos, to skip the Haagen-Dazs, to forget about that big piece of bread and pasta and donuts, whatever things kill people. You start, they don't register anymore. What registers is how you're feeling and the life you're leading and this new mindset you developed. And you don't want to lose that. You heard Susan. She did not want to backslide, right? Learning how not to quit is a multifaceted equation. You heard there the summary of those things that are necessary to become a non-quitter, to become a lifer. Becoming a lifer not only brings you to success in all of this and helps you conquer it all, but you get to stay in that zone. You get to stay there for life. As a matter of fact, as of literally right now, Susan, a couple clients actually, remote clients, are on vacation vacation is a big place where a lot of people get tripped up and fall off. You know exactly what we're talking about. On vacation right now, she's sending me her, like most clients do, they send a daily text check-in in addition to the other coaching and management tools we use. A simple, quick text check-in is part of what we use for some people. She's away, surrounded by family, surrounded by all different kinds of foods with all these different people, her grandkids, her kids, other adults. They have their food preferences and their beverage preferences. She still has her mental makeup that it doesn't matter where she is physically in regards to geography. She, inside herself, is still on her program. So that no matter what's on the side of her at the table or outside the picnic table at the barbecue or wherever, she's still on her program. She knows her intentions. She knows her purpose now. She knows all the choices to make even when she's not home. So on vacation, we pre-planned it. She said, okay, I'm going away next week. I'm going to have my things that I take with me, and then any shopping we do there, I'm going to have my list to choose from. And this, you could do this anywhere. Yeah. Literally, in this day and age, there's no excuse anymore.
Right.
So her mindset goes with her. The things she needs either go with her or they buy them there. Mm-hmm. She has them readily available. She's doing her training sessions in a place where most people would say, well, how are you going to work out at this vacation house? Mm-hmm. When you learn our methods, as some of you already know, you could do our training anywhere. There are no limits. If you have your body, you have your gym. Yeah. All you need is a little bit of space, maybe an ottoman. Anything you find becomes a tool. You can travel with your bands. You can travel with a yoga mat now, and you're good to go. So she's away, still thriving, making progress, doing her check-ins as if she hasn't missed a beat. Yeah. And she's enjoying this vacation to the max. Playing with the grandkids, like to the max. Doing things, doing her bike rides, swimming, walking, time on the beach, everything. Because she's turning back the clock. She, this early in, has conquered the brutal fitness and diet roller coaster of life. We still have a ways to go. She and I still have some programming to do for at least a month or two. But she's good. She may extend, or she may be totally ready to go on her own. That's how this works. We aim to get our clients either to a point where they're ready to start transitioning and tapering down from us to become their own accountability coach and their own guide, or to a point where they might need a little bit less of us. Yeah. And we do a transitional program. Some people want to extend longer, that's fine. But at some point, everybody becomes ready to go on their own eventually. Yeah. Sometimes it's 3 months. Yep. Sometimes it's 3 years. We don't judge that. What we know is we need to make progress, and then it will be revealed when they're ready to go on their own. Absolutely. The key is teaching them, teaching you, teaching that person what is possible, even at the midpoint of life or beyond, when all your previous life you were confused, misled, frustrated, taken down by your own mental state, and never able to get out of that swirl. We fix all that with you and for you. And we remove all the confusion. We remove all the frustration. We take away this whole swirl of chaos that surrounds us in this media-driven day and age. And everybody's opinions. And my hairdresser's trainer said to do this. And my in-law said you can only lose, you can only lose weight this way. Or once you turn 50, it's all downhill, so don't even bother. No. Where did they go to school? Where? No. We've got it. We've got you covered. You heard one example. Mm-hmm. If this intrigues you and interests you, and this happens a lot, just like it happened to Susan, she listened to the Body Recomposition podcast. Then she reached out to us to become a client. Yep. That's how this works. If something is stirring inside you, and you want in, you want to get on the path, get this all figured out, so that you can move on with the rest of your life in peace and strength, reach out. Yep. What's the best way to get in touch with us?
Best way, if you are super serious, you can actually fitnesstraining.live.
Fitnesstraining.live, if you're new, you want to start there, get the freebies, get on our list. You'll be getting all these updates and the new podcast episodes.
Mm-hmm. You can email me directly, Nikki, Nikki, @SCULPTAFIT.com. What else?
You can come find us on Facebook. You can look for the official SCULPTAFIT Club fitness, worldwide fitness community. Most of the people in there are either clients or users of our program or members of our Total Access Video on Demand portal, which is it's like a giveaway for $19 a month. You get the best fitness materials in the world that we actually use for our coaching clients. You get to have the same information. The coaching clients, we just add several levels of specific hand-picking of videos, sessions, sometimes a custom video made directly for them, daily accountability, coaching, tracking, nutritional tweaking, adjustments, etc. But Total Access Video on Demand, can't go wrong there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the best ways. You might be able to find Nikki on Facebook, but SCULPTAFIT also on Facebook, SCULPTAFIT, SCULPTAFIT on Facebook. You come connect with us any of those ways, you will be able to get in touch with us, and you will be able to explore at least the freebies, some of our paid programs to get you going on your own, and possibly, depending on what spots might be open, because our spots fill up fast, we're usually at capacity. If a coaching spot opens up and you're next on the list, we can talk about getting you in. And I can see already, I know a few people watching on the live session are home gym system owners. These are the home gym units you see behind us that I have at my house, that are long distance clients. Some of the clients, long distance, have them at their homes. And we're going to be, at the time of this video recording, July 30th. We're soon going to be going into our next production run of home gym systems. I already see a few of you are on the pre-order waiting list to get yours first. So if anybody else is interested in getting in the next production run for the pre-orders of the home gyms, let us know below in the comments or come connect with us directly through the links that we're sharing with you and let us know. Because we only order the number of gym units that are pre-ordered by clients who have said yes and have put their down payment on their system when we open the page for down payments, their initial payments to reserve the unit. Other than that, I think we covered a lot today.
I think we covered a lot. Yeah.
You good? So that's it. Episode number 43, Wellness and Weight Loss for Women and Men. Podcast episode, doubling as another episode on the Fitness Whisperer. So if you see and hear it there too, don't be surprised. And I think until next week, we're good.
Yeah.
Right?
See you then.
See you then. All right, so let's shut this down. And then we'll take off our wireless wired mics. We got that done in less than half an hour. So we thank you for tuning in. I think I can see Beth tuning in. Rock solid client, long distance coaching client. Louise Davies from the UK, a Total Access Video on Demand member. Loving her new fitness lifestyle. She left behind, she calls the military style boot camps and brutal training, to now do LIT. Low impact interval training. And Louise is making progress that she's never made before and feeling awesome doing it. She's posting videos for examples in the private group. Lots of good stuff going on in the private group. Everybody tuning in, we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.